What is up, you guys? My name is Austin Marks and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am currently a respiratory therapist who is pursuing the physician assistant career path. So if you want to see more about respiratory therapy, or if you just want to follow me along on my journey, make sure you guys like and subscribe. So me and my wife started watching Grey's Anatomy about when I started respiratory school. So this is going to sound really cheesy, but I actually did learn something from Grey's Anatomy. Now, it wasn't anything clinically, so I didn't exactly learn what a pulmonary embolism was, how to find one. So in the show Grey's Anatomy, all the doctors just start out. They just finished med school and they are starting their internship at a pretty big hospital. So none of the interns actually have any real clinical experience, so they've never done any surgeries, they've never done any real exams on anyone. So when they first start, they are anxious and they just want to get started. I specifically remember that when the attending asked the interns if they wanted to scrub in or do a certain procedure, they'd all be like, me, pick me! They were all hungry and they were ready to dive into something even if they'd never done it before, because they knew that they were going to do it sometime in their career. So how does this relate to me? So I remember going through clinicals and respiratory therapy school, and our preceptor would say, okay, so which one of you want to help with this emergent intubation? And all of us would kind of just stand there and look at each other like, this is kind of scary, like we've never done this before. But how I related it was to Grey's Anatomy and how they were all just super excited to go ahead and just do it. So they were all like, me, this is what I want to do. So that's exactly what I did. So I took this knowledge or this lesson learned and I volunteered for everything that I could, that whenever our preceptor asked us, I would be the first to say, I want to do it. So I vividly remember a time that there's an ABG that none of the respiratory therapists could get that actually worked there. So I was like, let me give it a try. And I got it. I don't know how, because I suck at ABGs. I think this lesson kind of transferred over to my classmates as well, because they saw that I was volunteering for everything and I was getting all the experience. And they woke up and said, hey, wait, I want to go ahead and get some of this experience. Like, this guy's going to be at the top of our class and he's going to know everything, but what are we going to know? So they started volunteering for a lot of things, so that was awesome because kind of share our experience a little bit more, and it got them more excited and more willing to volunteer. So therefore, we all learned as a team, we all grew together, and we all graduated. So therefore, for all the students that are going through clinicals right now, I know it can be scary, especially if you've never been in the healthcare field before, if you're not used to stepping out of your comfort zone. That's one thing with respiratory therapy, is you have to learn to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So if your preceptor asks you if you want to do something, raise your hand and say, I'll give it a try. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to go ahead and do it in your career anyway. The same thing goes for me now. If we get a new piece of equipment, if something is going on that a respiratory therapist has never done before, I'll say, hey, I'll do it. So let me give you an example. When this whole COVID thing started, we never really had any experience with intubating a COVID patient, and I was working and it was my floor, so I mean, I kind of was up to it anyway. But I was like, hey, I'll go in and I'll help intubate with this COVID patient. So that was definitely a new experience for me and something I had to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, even in my own work area. And this is so true for working in healthcare, because you're always going to be doing new things. You're always going to be learning. Everything is always changing, so you have to go ahead and do it anyway. So I'm just going to share another quick experience that I enjoyed while going through respiratory therapy school and watching Grey's Anatomy. So, for example, I'd learn about something and then I'd see it in the show and I'd be like, oh, I know what that is. So I vividly remember this time when they were talking about a pleural effusion on the TV show. I was like, oh, I know what that is. I know exactly what the things that you could potentially do to get rid of that. So that was pretty cool. There was nothing I really learned. I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. Like I said, that goes with any medical show, not just specifically Grey's Anatomy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.